Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Redor Remastered. Today, it's going to be a match between Castro and VicPark from around 2010. Left side, we have the Peruvian Zerg player. He is teal today. It is Castro. And on the right side, we have VicPark, a red Protoss player. Can't find very much information about this player, but VicPark is short for Victoria Park, a town in Australia. In Western Australia, near Perth. So, I feel like he was competing in TSL as well as Castro. Sadly, Castro passed away recently, and we lost another StarCraft professional player. And if you want more information on it, I'll put a link in the description to the article that I saw. Alright? Okay, so, ZVP here on Heartbreak Ridge. I don't know. I just kind of feel like casting games from departed StarCraft players keeps their memories alive in our hearts and our minds and helps us remember them, right? Anyway. Probe scouting. Overlord scouting. What's up, Terry? Yeah, I know. I know that the Overmind keeps sending you on these journeys. But you're not supposed to have any free will, so I'm not sure why you're complaining. Yes, I know. I know you have free will, but if you don't obey the Overmind's orders, he's going to kill you, so better do what he says. Alright, so probe blocking. And Castro just throws down a pool. An overpool. Right there. Things are good. Ooh, what the gas steal? That is a weird... I don't even know what that is, honestly. What the heck is with the gas steal? So here's the question. Do you just want to expand to the southern position first? That doesn't feel super friendly, but sometimes that's your only option here. Or, you know, pulling another drone off the line and helping you fight. Oh, it was a fake out. It was a fake out. Ah, very nicely done. Castro, you genius. Alright, so it does fake it out here. Went for a Nexus first against an Overpool. I don't know how I feel about this from VicPark. Butteruski, you better wall this off real quick. Start to get those cannons, because there's Lings in production now. Overlord comes in, sees it's a Nexus first play, and Castro has a green light to go for some aggression for sure. No gas getting taken. Obviously, VicPark canceled the assimilator here at the natural base. So nothing too crazy that way. Again, it wouldn't make sense to steal this gas because Zerg doesn't want it anyway. At least not until he's got Lings out. So it's a regardless kind of a thing. So do you want to run for it? Or do you want to go try to kill VicPark? And the answer seems to be just sitting back, relaxing. I guess investing in 2 cannons here is a pretty heavy investment out of VicPark, but still it's a Nexus first play, so we can start double pumping those probes real fast. Real fast. Really wants to kill this probe. Like, I think that's the goal here for Castro. He made 6 Lings not to try to do any damage on the other side of the map, but to kill this probe. And the probe decides, yeah, you know what? That's what their goal is. Let's just head on back home. We have all the information that we need. Macro hatch coming up inside the natural base from Castro. And an extractor getting saturated at about 3.5 minutes. Gas getting started here from VicPark. Again, double pumping those probes, 2 probes at a time coming in that production tab. Everything is cool. Everything is kosher. Here from VicPark. Again, fairly sure he's an Aussie. Every single thing that I search for VicPark comes back with Victoria Park. Or there's a bunch of games that VicPark played against Whiteraw that show up on bwreplays.com. So, yeah, I don't know. At the very least, he is an established StarCraft player. He's not super famous, obviously, but he's been around for a while. And playing against players like Castro and Whiteraw and holding his own. I love this out of Castro. He's manually rotating his Overlord around and around and around and around here. You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby. This poor Overlord is going to get sick and just puke all over this Nexus. Can see it coming, can see the future. Cybernetics core on the way from VicPark. Got some of these Lings out. Just going for a lot of drone production. Got a Hydralisk den getting that range upgrade. And single Zealot. There you go. I was going to say, I'm committing to moving out here, but the further away from home you get, the more these 6 Lings are going to murder you. There's a Stargate coming up back home from VicPark. And I don't know. Really? Like, you're going to do this? You know there are 6 Lings out. You saw them. The probe scouted them when they were created, when they were birthed from the spawning pool. Actually, they were birthed from a hatchery, but the spawning pool allowed it to happen with the spawning. It's a good question. How does a spawning pool allow hatcheries to create zerglings? I mean, from a game perspective, sure. It's just whatever. It needs to be that way. But from a lore perspective, how does this work? Citadel of a Dune coming in from Castro. Overlord getting positively murderized here. Yeah, see? Follow the Overlord's instructions, died. Don't follow the Overlord's instructions, die. It's not a good place to be, man. Not a good place to be as a minion of the Zerg. That's for sure. Not nice at all. Nice micro. Probe dies before getting any additional scouting information whatsoever. Really, I was going to say worried about this getting mined out, but actually VicPark mining it out himself. He wants to take his third base through the back door rather than going outside here because he doesn't know where the lings are and it's real scary to move out there right now. Of course, the other problem is that if the Overlord sees this happening and there's nothing protecting it, that the lings are going to jump on that too. So, options. Options are kill all the Zerglings here so you don't have to worry about them messing with your third base. As the third base comes in from Castro. What I mean by that is he's got enough money for it. There you go. Good drone. Good making a hatchery there. Ooh, a bunch of slow hydras. They almost have the speed upgrade. They're pushing. I don't know if you want to... I don't feel good about this. But getting here before Storm is ready to go is actually not bad. So, Zealots running up, absorbing shots. This gateway is going to go down. This is way too many Hydralisks for this. And speed just finished, so they're able to kite a little bit more easily here. God, can you jump on 3 cannons? That seems pretty dicey. You could probably find an angle where you can hit this forge without taking that cannon shot. Yeah. He was looking for it. He was looking for that angle. He found it. No, Lings, go back. Hydralisk, pull back too. Okay. I guess maybe we're just worried about the Corsairs that are murdering Mortaries that are flying around here. Supply blocked is Castro temporarily. It is making more Overlords, though. Alright, yeah. This is going to... nope, not going to deny an upgrade. But this pressure is serious business right now. Storm's on the way. DTs are coming out, but there's an Overlord at the front, so DT's not going to do a whole ton. And this means that VicPark can't take a third base. Can't really do anything at this stage. He's kind of stuck on the 2 bases. God, these Corsairs, though. They're finding Overlords, that's for sure. Having Overlord speed would help so much in trying to run away. So the forge goes down, but now there's even more cannons being invested here from VicPark. You're probably not getting into that with Hydras unless you have, I mean, a lot of Hydralisks. So, contain. I would say contain at this point. Make sure the third base doesn't come up. Make sure that nothing comes out this front door you can't handle. Deal with the Corsairs on the other side. Lurker aspect getting research here from Castro. But yeah, Vic investing this much into cannons kind of slows down his ability to do much of anything else. But Storm's just about done, and he's got some High Templars sitting around gathering energy. So should be able to storm these Hydras, get them off of his front porch, and move along with his life. Possibly even getting a third base up. Let's see how this... What is this drone doing? Does this drone think it's going to expand over here? That's kind of hilarious, actually. I'm going to take your third base. Hope you don't mind. Yeah, the Storm's up. A couple Hydras die. Hydras have to back up. Yeah, so the drone's like, is there an expansion here? No. Additionally, don't just get backed into a corner and killed. Fight back. Get out of there. Mineral, walk out. Don't fight to your death. There. Oh, he fought to his death. He was trying to escape at the end. Couldn't quite pull that off. Anywho, let's see. This is, I mean, the bonus of keeping the pressure on the Protoss like this is that they can't really move out and try to kill you with anything. Right? Every one of these cannons, 2 of these cannons could be, you know, 3 Zealots that are just not in existence right now. Zealot legs are coming in. DT getting some swipes off. We still don't have Overlord speed. We're working on it. Castro is definitely working on it, said Overlord speed, and getting a Spire. And free Zergling, and we're just going to go with what we have, says VicPark. We've got 5 High Templar, all of them with enough energy to storm. We've got 5 Fast Zealots. We've got a Dragoon. What else does one need to in a game of StarCraft? Oh, but there's Lurkers. But there's High Templar. All right, so we should be fine. Look at that. We got beautiful Storm. Trying to snipe the High Templar. Oh, look at them wandering up to the front here, too. 2 High Templar die, but more Storms coming in. Storming his own Lurkers a bit is not great, and these Lurkers are denying the third base. It's a complete role reversal here. Usually it's Protoss that's fighting at the third base of the Zerg and trying to kill it. But in this game, it is Castro who's putting the pressure on VicPark, attempting to get a third base and shutting it down. So I gotta say, Castro's in a fantastic position. If he could get a 4th base out of this, it'd be even better. I mean, probably just want to storm it, right? You do, and you have energy to storm it once. Oh, and he does, but then dies. So that's not ideal. I mean, do you want to do the trick, right? Go stand a Zealot over here, and then use the Archon and attack the Zealot, and the splash damage will kill the Lurker. But it's not what he wants to do. Oh my gosh, Lurker's up here is a bit of a problem. Denying all the mining at the natural base for VicPark. VicPark is in a massive amount of trouble. Castro's taking a 4th base at the bottom right-hand corner. VicPark can't take a 3rd right now. So VicPark decides it's time to move out. There's no way that he can possibly have Defilers out based on all the units he's made thus far. He's not rushing Defiler, that's for certain. So, Dragoons should be able to handle a couple Lurkers here. Storm should be able to handle a couple Lurkers here. We don't actually have any Storm, never mind. You didn't even bring an Observer is what I'm actually concerned about here for VicPark. So, Vic buddy, yeah, if you're going to do this and your opponent has Lurkers, I really, really recommend that you bring along some detection. So that Archon is actually doing fine, not getting target fired by these Hydras very much. Lurker Spine's a problem. What a Zerg blood on the ground there. Still VicPark unable to get a 3rd base. This is turning into a pretty darn dicey situation for our Protoss friend here, VicPark. Again, fine player. I don't know a ton about him. He doesn't have his own Wikipedia page, which doesn't bode well. Or at least doesn't have a Wikipedia page that I am aware of. Like maybe he plays under a different name that he does have a Wikipedia page for, and his Smurf name isn't known. I don't even know, man. These Lurkers are denying this for way too long. Finally, Observer's in production. Once that Observer's up, we will be able to clear these 2 Lurkers out that have just been absolute terrorists for VicPark's expansion here. Just very mean. Run, Overlord, it's Archons. Whee! Running into the main base. Oh, yeah. I just don't know how Castro possibly loses this game. We're 12 minutes in. We're not anywhere close to being complete with this thing. But, like, VicPark has been mining off of 1 base for the last 4 minutes, I want to say. He's finally getting it back. He doesn't have a 3rd. I guess completely destroying Castro's 4th base is a decent way to get back into this game. So yeah, this will do quite nicely, actually. Completely wiping out a hatchery with losing nothing. This one Lurker's like, please? I'm spining you, please retreat. I need you to not kill my hatchery. Not allowed. Ah, Castro does like his drops. There is something about foreigners, Ziki and Castro, where they like drops, they understand their utility, and they use them so well against both Protoss and Terran. The question is there enough Storm to storm everything that got dropped in here until it's dead? The answer is pretty close, but apparently not all of it, because there's still Lings jumping on top of everything. There's still Lurkers causing problems. Those end up storming a Lurker to death, and yes, so he does clean it up. But he's down to 36 probes. He got more Lurkers up here. Castro! No, you madman! 14. Jeez. So this is one of those times the Zerg unit ends up getting a bajillion kills. 18 kills and 6 kills. And VicPark is down to 12 probes right now. He needs to kill this 3rd. If he is possibly going to win this game, he needs to kill this 3rd base. Can he do it? Probably, if he sneaks up on it fast enough, and Castro doesn't see it coming. And Castro's maybe on the other side of the map with like a drops or something like that, then it's possible. But his 3rd base is done, so that's a big deal too. Lurkers are not getting as much done, thanks to the prevalence of Overlords in the general area. And, I mean, Observers. There are Overlords here too. They're also dying. Yeah, so Observers all over the place. Happily mining at the natural, but down to, it's a 48-15 worker advantage right now. This is kind of what I like about these foreigner matches. They're not super clean, they're not super crisp, but it's still high level of play, and you get to see weird stuff you don't normally get to see. Like this, a 46-16 worker advantage for a Zerg player at the 14-minute of a game, 14-minute mark of a game, but the Protoss isn't dead. Castro's retaking this bottom right 4th base. Also, I'm guessing these are Lurkers. Yeah, this Lurker drop stuff has really been something he's into this game, isn't he? where the detection is. Oh, observer. Oh, observer here. Got it. All right, that was fine. Totally fine. So, oh my gosh, expanding here too. If Castro gets double expansions up, and VicPark is kind of on 3 bases, this really should just be a win for Castro. Also, the amount of time kind of sitting here with a giant Zerg army is not gonna do you super well. Right? I mean, here's the problem also. Your army value is lower than the Protoss because you have a 23 worker lead advantage, but not that much of an advantage in overall supply, which means their army is larger in army value size, which is not great if you're a Zerg player playing against a Protoss player. Okay, so canceling both of the double expansions. So Castro is still on 3 bases, and I think these guys are trapped and going to die. Let's see, shall we? Oh my gosh, that's so many lurkers. I don't care how much detection you have, you're probably just dead. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, just retreat. I don't know where you think you're going. You are backed into the corner of all corners, friend. Yeah. This poor Dragoon and Zealot pairing here. They know. They're not even running anymore. 4 kills is enough. Trying to expand again, Castro? Here's... He's going for those drops again, which again, these High Templar are ready for it. These High Templar are ready for it. These High Templar are ready for a drop. So if you try to drop in here, you're probably getting stormed into your next Oblivion. I don't even know what next Oblivion is, but that's where you're going to end up anyway. Kind of checking to see, is there a base here? Is there a base here? No, VicPark is definitely still on 3 bases, but can be pretty scary on the 3 bases nevertheless. The great migration of the Overlords has arrived. And they decide not to go in there because there are a whole bunch of Corsairs. See how they're already pre-split, though? You don't have to worry about Corsairs killing them necessarily. Okay, we'll take another route. We'll come around the southern route here. So see, the Corsairs are still generally in the area. There's an Archon here. There's all these High Templar just waiting for a drop to come. Just another... My gosh, Castro's fallen in love with his Lurker drop concept a little bit too much. He's finally getting a Queen's Nest. The double expanding attempt is happening again. For the 3rd time today, he's trying to take a 4th base in that bottom right-hand corner. It's 167 and 133 supply. VicPark is caught up in worker count, you guys. That's stupid. That is so stupid that VicPark is caught up in worker count. Castro has allowed this to happen. See? Right? If this was like Bisu and Jaedong, then Jaedong would have never allowed the Bisu to come back. But that's why these lower level games are interesting. I think anyway. I mean, some of you just will not watch StarCraft unless it's a super famous Korean that you know. Alright, decent unloading here though. Not bad, not bad. Going after pylons, that's decent. The storms are coming in though. That is a dead Archon, however, that's a dead cannon. But yeah, if it's just Lings, then the number of High Templar here is going to be just fine to kill all of them. Although, they got another gateway, couple pylons die too. That's fantastic stuff. Oh, unload it! Oh, a full shuttle gets sniped by Scourge. Okay, that's real bad. Also, can you kill this High Templar maybe? That'd be a good thing for you little Zerglings to do. They don't have adrenal glands at all because we definitely do not have a hive yet. Also, about 10 probes died there during that attack, so it wasn't a total loss, I guess. Corsairs have decided we're going to go on a revenge hunt, going after some of these overlords. The Scourge flock is mean looking, though. Okay, couples Corsair go down, but we still have 4 at fully operational capacity. We don't have any upgrades, but does that really matter? I don't know. Lurker's just set up in the middle of everything. Zealots just absolutely, completely bypassing the Lurkers. Do not care about the Lurkers. We're here to kill drones. And if a Lurker spine is tickling us, so be it, say the Zealots. They are such bosses. Such bros, man. Look, they're going to kill a Hydralisk. Oh, no, my brother fell in battle. I will avenge your death, brother. I will increase my kill count just for you. Meanwhile, Zealots over here in Castro's re-attempt At the 4th, it's a re-attempt at the 4th base is a big-time problem. Corsair, I think the other 3 Corsair brethren are murdered here too. See, look, we're mined out of this natural base, man. We need these bases to live, which is good for Castro that he kept them, right? He kept the 4th, he kept the 5th here at the 6 o'clock. That's a dead Corsair. If ever I saw one just kind of casually flying around into a million Hydralisks. Upgrades on the Hydras are +1 attack and +2 armor. The gateway upgrades are +1 attack and nothing else from VicPark. So again, I don't see a way that Castro loses this game, but he's not getting Plague, and he's not getting Dark Swarm because he... Hang on. Double checking. He doesn't have a Defiler's Mound, he says, before checking thoroughly. Yeah, I assume one of those upgrades, like Consume, Dark Swarm, Plague, would be being researched right now, and he is just starting a Defiler Mound. Okay, so it's not completely forgotten. That's good. Like the shuttle plays, like if you're going to sit with your army in the middle of the map, then I'm going to drop on into your natural base or your main base and try to wreak some havoc that way. Force you to bring all your army back to deal with it. Deal with it. And by that I mean the evolution chamber does not go down because the lings are strong. Strong, strong, strong lings. By that I mean they have 2/2. Ooh, got an Overlord. Not bad. That +2 attack. +2 attack the Protoss is rolling with. Ah! Connection on the shuttle. There was stuff in there too! Oh no! Oh no! Pretty good storms here out of VicPark. Just a lot of Zerg though, man. It is, my gosh, it's doing super well though. I mean, that was a bit of a whiff, but I think every storm prior to that killed a ton of Zerg units. So that's good. Retreating again to a position where from which there is no escape. There is no shuttle waiting for you there. This poor... Just kill me. Don't kill the probe that came up here. He's not... There's nothing back here, though. Oh, can he not see that? He can see that. He's just staring it down, making it feel fear, despite the fact that it's a robot. Castro's maxed out, starting to get a bit of a bank here. He's getting an Ultralisk Cavern to spend that money. Gotta love that choice for sure. There's a Robotics Bay coming in from VicPark. But 3 bases to 5 bases might be too much to handle. Additionally, Castro's expanding to the top left, which is technically... Oh, and here too. VicPark, friend. Is not going well for you. You've been on 3 bases for too long. Again, catching up economically with your worker count was super difficult, and you did it temporarily. That was nice, but now you're really backed into a corner here. DT's Zealot drop gets in. Ooh, and a Stormorama. That was nice. Castro gets knocked down to 52 drones. Some of these overlords are in trouble, but they're full speed ahead anyway. We're going for the drop. You can't stop us, Corsairs. Cannons can't really do it either. Boy, howdy. Great storm. Again, but you're storming your own probes. That is such a problem with this strategy of storming the overlords wherever they go. Because at this point, I think Castro has realized that if he sits over these probes, then there will be friendly fire storm happening. So that's not good. Additionally, there's still Lurkers down here. They've got +1 attack, obviously. We mentioned that previously. Gravitic Drive's on the way. Ultralisk's in production. Where did our observer go, though? Oh, it's coming back. Okay, so this Lurker with 0 kills. Oh, actually killed a Zealot. Dies with 1 kill. Excellent. Plague's on the way. More overlords coming in. Castro keeps losing overlords during these drops. It's an understandable side effect of what he's working on. This Lurker, 0 kills. Still alive, because the Reaver doesn't want to kill it yet. Hold on. Please hold for Reaver acknowledgement. And there it is. Nah. If this gets taken and... Okay, this is taken too. Nope. VicPark can't do this. Not if Plague's being researched. Not if Ultralisks are on the way. VicPark recognizes he's running low on economy. Also very scared to move out because there are fast Ultralisks romping around out here. Can't blame him for that. I would be afraid as well if I was him. Of course, yeah, I mean, me playing against anybody at the even semi-professional level would just be a raffle stomping. As it would be for most of the people listening, I assume. Another drop attempt. Kind of trying to sneak through Zerg territory, but there's eyes everywhere, man. If this succeeds after flying... Oh my gosh, this is going to succeed. Alright. The High Templar unloads over here because I don't know what he's supposed to do. The Ultralisks arrive and the shuttle says, well, with my speed I shall retreat. And by that I mean try to drop somewhere else real fast. Maybe somewhere that actually has drones mining. None of these options seem particularly great. Maybe this base is one that I can drop at, says VicPark. Oh crap. The risk of kind of flying around through Zerg territory, just constantly being spotted by Zerg units. Castro throws out a well? VicPark doesn't have a response to this. He's making Reavers. Chitinous plating's coming in. Defiler energy's on the way. I think Castro just really would like to end this soon. You know, if you can. Sometimes mashing your face into a Protoss base with cannon support and everything else is really difficult. This is a lot of Zealots with +2 attack. Zealots trade fairly well against Ultralisks too, but man, the upgrades are looking good. Chitinous plating's almost done. Sniping this Defiler before it gets any spells cast would be amazing. And this Defiler is not getting any spells cast, so that's exciting. Storm, I guess he didn't have enough energy to cast one? I don't know. So Castro wins that one. Perhaps all others. Nice flank attack with that. Oh, the Reavers, though. Zealots buffering and allowing the Reavers to get big-time hits off is kind of a great combination. All right. So he holds that off. But guess who's coming in with a billion Zerglings with adrenal glands. And 3-3. Fully upgraded Cracklings are here to stay. Okay, those all die. These guys try to jump on these cannons, and they are little cannon murderizers, too. Castro's decided it's just pretty much going to be Lings and Hydras from here on out. We're going to ignore this 6 HP, 17 kill Reaver because it's not... Never mind, we've decided to focus on him temporarily and kill him. So, yeah. So that's it. We're done. 176 to 70 total supply. Castro overwhelms the Protoss, and that's your good game. He does want a rematch. Castro says, let's do this, buddy. And the game name is Vic, and the password is 1. Perfect. Well, all right. Sure. VicPark, valiant effort. He's trying to get better. I can respect that. I mean, maybe he probably got a lot better over time, right? That probably happened. But Castro just sort of toying with him, right? The attack at the front really scared VicPark into making a ton of cannons instead of getting up the storm tech that he needed, or getting speed for Zealots, which he could have used as well. It's micro-intensive to get those Zealots out there, chase the Hydras off, and kind of bait them into the cannon fire, but that's what you got to do in that situation. Third base was denied. The Lurkers on the high ground denying mining from this space for so long was such a problem. The drops weren't particularly destructive, but they did kill probes. I think mostly from VicPark storming his own probes, which is a problem too. Castro, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Does finally get this base in the bottom right hand on his third try, which is fantastic. And then a couple drops here and there from VicPark were not super duper effective. And I don't think we even cast any spells today from the Zerg. He didn't cast, I don't think he cast a Plague or a Dark Storm. He was planning on it, and then the Reaver smashed that Defiler into the ground, and that was it. So, yeah, Castro just kind of outclassing here today, but interesting match nevertheless, I think. End of the day, 28 minutes and 27 seconds. 156,000 points for VicPark, 201,000 for Castro. Produced 632 units, lost about 200. Did Castro? Not bad. killing in a 4-to-2 ratio. Not super great for a Protoss against a Zerg in a 30-minute game. Not when you're getting outproduced 6-2 or 3-1 if you want to bring that down, which maybe you do. And then, yeah, just the number of bases Castro had at the end of the game. That's obviously what was happening. So, great job by Castro, and that's going to be it for me today. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.